What's going on, you guys? It's Renita, and I'm back with another reaction video. Today, probably since I did part 1 of Akala Fire in the Booth, y'all been asking me to do part 2, and I finally did part 2. So now I said, leave something in the comments and I'll react to it. And y'all been asking for part 3 and part 4. So I'm delivering. The link to the original video is going to be down in the description, guys. And this is Akala Fire in the Booth part 3. Y'all was on point. I liked part 1. I loved part 2. And y'all saying, oh, I liked part 1. And then it was in the comments saying, you gonna love part 2. Then I liked part 2. Y'all was like, well, wait till you hear part 3. So I'm looking forward to this. I already know this guy's good. So let's see part 3.
Know you gonna dig this.
Oh yeah, perfect.
You know what time it is when you hear this, right?
Let's get ready to rumble.
His hair is long.
Akala, Fire in the Booth, part 3. Listen, Fuse Banquet, new album out 27th of May. Turn the beat up in my headphones just a touch. Listen. Whoever's more human must have the right to do the abusing. I imagine that means you then, or a human just as clueless, foolish fools. Thought of a tortured soul, bought for a quarter of gold. One little sign and slaughter it whole. Why not? They don't have souls. They love their children less than we do, so they are less than equal. They abuse women, so we kill them, cause they are bloody villains. That's right, we are the feminists. For the women of the world, kill terrorists. Liberate them from their birth, cause they feel more free with the children murdered. I know that it sounds absurd, but let me explain it a little bit further. We're so superior, our missiles whistle until they tickle little itty bitty grandchildren and make them giggle. But their laughter sounds like screaming. I told you that they were demons. They pretend to be dead to make us feel sad, put bullets in the head to make us look bad. But we're never anything other than glad. With nose to look funny and up in their body bag. If your hair's harmed on Sally or Brad, even a dog cry like mad. Dog is a man's best friend, not a girl. Women are abused all over the world and children are raped in every place, every religion or creed or race. Even fathers or daughters, uncles, nieces, sweep it under the carpet. Rape is a weapon used by power, and we don't want to look like bastards. So manufacture hero complex, a reaction to nothing more complex than organized mass rape of the state. Don't want to hear about mass graves, cause I hate to relate to a shade that's darker than you. One that prays under a different roof, has less dollars or pounds, crowns or gowns or grounds. Fill them up with rounds if to mess with the way that things are constructed. Obstructing lines of production. You can buy anything, life will suction, seduction. Just buy from us men, buy lies, can't buy truth. No one's selling it, there is no use. There is no customer base for the product. We'd rather buy some celebrity trollop, cause our life is about getting one up. And everybody else that we pass on to come up. We don't care what the fools bring the sun up, but light in the sun every day getting bun up. Lie to the point that it's part of the culture. Tell the truth, it's only the result of a double lie, cancelling itself. Their pride, cancelling itself. Cause virus is normality, living in a world that is built on vanity. More salaries, more calories, more thieving, more charities. Picture them all on a horse with a chariot, speaking some kind of African Arabic, teaching mathematics to a Spaniard. When maths and got to Britannia, can you picture? Rhyme scripture, this designed for the mind to be richer. Are you blind, can't you find with a rim track? Cause your time and alignment is on crack. It's hard to beat as far off the rhythm as you are. It's like hard to have so little charisma. I swear that you try to be shit, to make me look even better than everybody knows that I am already. I'm a pedigree that can't be touched like leprosy. I'm a rapper like the Beatles, begging me to let it be. And I don't need no referee. I play the game on my own, it's my own sport. And you can't take a king to his own court. You can't take a king to his own court. You ain't the phone talk. You're the type to rap for 5 minutes and complain that your throat's sore. Well, I'm so sure.
Oh, wait, huh? He is so raw. I feel like, man, this is so good. He always, though, like every time, every freestyle, every Fire in the Booth I've watched thus far, it's been on point. And this time, I like it because he like, I don't know if cocky is the right word, but he kind of is just being a little bit cocky, like saying how he the best. But he is though, like he's super, super dope. And yeah, I like this. I like this. I like this. This is real good. Thank y'all for asking me to react to this. This is on point. Once again, as always, I like it.
Bone jaw is the coldest on most since '04. But these silly little boys said it's so raw. Make a bigger bit of noise, but we know you ain't up to the game, you ain't match fit. You ain't even got the brain for the tactics. You ain't even on the bench, you're a ball boy. One little send out you, so just sit down. I am the big Mac man with a quiz on. Super cat, they're on sting with a scissor. Who are these silly little wallies? Think that you're up with enough for the guts to be on it. The version of me that I didn't want to be. I'm the coldest on roll since Admiral Zeng He. I'm firing the booth, you're a wet rag. You ain't the real thing like a stepdad. I'm the best from West where the rest have. Don't big up your chest, let your breast sag. I'm the best dad, look, I don't even beat my sons. I let them shine, even when they got no talent to rhyme. Insist on doing it all of the time. All of my fines reinforced with a kind of carbon that harden the thoughts in my mind. Course you will find, I taught you a line, I'm born with bars. No one ever taught me to rhyme, the portion is mine. Don't touch it, furthermore, don't even discuss it. I know that you heard. Britain's biggest export is weapons of death. That ain't a fear when you're a guest. Take another breath when your country's next. Unless you remind them whenever you're rhyming, you're a beast on the mic with impeccable timing. They will think they're in the league that I'm in. But that is most absurd. To understand to a cancer with banter for those between the gangster and the panther. I know that you're seeing these man with the tantrums like kids when I'm off on a tandem, because they don't know what a tandem means. So rather than use a dictionary, they talk
Hold on, you know what I like about this? As fast as he going and like as fast as he going over the beat, he's still on beat. Like he's still keeping a rhythm with it. I like that. That's got to be difficult to do, especially if he's going off the top of his head. That's crazy. This dude is amazing.
Bad mouth me when I'm only trying to elevate your mind, G, but I don't watch that. It loves more than a grand's worth. You see when I roll true hands worth, elders see me cross the road, talk to me and it usually goes. We love all your boss up the thing, spread knowledge. One fire upon the Babylon College. We are salute ya. You're the future. All the bigger man have time for them youth. What I am saying is that the respect's worth more than a chain on your neck. When it's not that, it's somebody's mum. Say that she feed me to a son, cause she wanna come get his mind out of the slum. I call it smarter than half of you dumb. Regardless the bars are retardedly dumb. What the ras and the raw to the part of my lung. Take out a whole click, the chat's doo-doo. Pick up a mic, we can see who's who. I'm firing the booth, you dry wood. Chew your flesh and it best tastes quite good. So smart but he still move quite hood. See him on the road, don't think that I try should. That's a wise assessment. Colour that land is a wise investment. Especially land that is recently blessed with in excess of 1 million deaths in the castle you rest in. That's the next thing built on the bones of the flesh of the wretched. For only you pose it, only protected cause we regret that. Only deceptive things that we like and only reject it when it feels like the truth with the jesting. So get in with a blessed king whose crown is the rounds that he fought. Therefore you ain't got to deal with the fraud of all these dealings of whom I'm bored. My worst, stronger than their best over alone. Stronger than their flesh, older than own. Can't compare to his guests. Usually don't ever they're there to spit next. It's clear, the reason's fear. Even the worst MC has ears, but we can't hear where the beat is. The time is flow with the kick and the snare. They hear me, they know life ain't fair. God bless some and some get air. Like these conscious heads that cry that I get big-headed and I don't know why. Cause I always been this guy. Ever since mum said aim for the sky, I decided that was too low. So I'm astral traveling to another zone. You won't ever get him on the dog and the bone, cause I don't ever really want to answer my phone. Zone that I'm in is high vibration. See the future in my meditation. Your peeps, poor libation for all the creeps to get above their station. I placed them in the right placement. That is to say I erased them. Ain't no one above nor adjacent. Still these mugs that want to get faced to face it. They don't really want to face me. I don't run so you can't ever chase me. And I've been through things on the pavement but don't beg no fame cause I never made it. My uncles, cousins and friends have done everything that yours have made, but I don't tell their story, I tell mine. That means I'm real and you're fake. With that said, I don't mind a bit of fiction. If you did tell your story well, but your raps are drier than a dead man's top lip after 6 years of living in hell. Meet a nice girl, you just might gel. Might be wifey, you can't quite tell. No why, cause the only bitch in the world is a man and his ego we have as a show. Mine is harder than my uncle's foot back. We don't even need to wear shoes. He only eats pounded yam and stew with hands like cans on a man. I refuse. Who said mum never raised no fools? Your mum raised you, you're a punk of a plank.
I like that part. Who said mama never raised no fool? Your mama raised you. Okay, he talking real more cocky on this one. I like that. No, because he deserves to be cocky. Like as good as he is and as talented as he is, he can do that. He can be that. That's real good. And then I like the part where he was talking about y'all, you really only hear when something about how mostly people only hear when it's what they want to hear, and then the minute somebody sound like they speaking the truth or something that's more difficult to hear, they don't like it or they hate on it and stuff like that. And that's super, super true. I definitely believe that. People just like to have their ears tickled. They just want to hear what sounds good to them. They don't like hearing the truth at all. Most people don't. Not all people, but I say most people don't. The majority. But yeah, I like what he's saying. I think I like him because I like the way he raps, like the fast pace and the speed and all that, the rhythms. But then I like what he's saying at the same time. So I like him. This is real good.
cool. You make me think the mother nature's cruel. Then I get back and remember life is a gift even when it don't look like it is. And everybody thinks that they're cold in the booth. Got no sense to show them the truth. Put the pen.
I do believe life is a gift even when it doesn't look like it is, because you could always not be here. You still have your life. So I like that. He always ends on or comes back around to a positive note. I like that.
I'm become a spectator, go get a day job, there is no shame in it. We need doctors and architects, not more crap rappers that are past their best. And if the cap fits you, wear it. If it fits your friend, to share it. I know it ain't the role of a parent to take my child's confidence and tear it, but it is my role as a father to show my son about life, and it's harder when you got a dad named Akala. Those are big shoes to fill. Be your own man, have your own plan, your own destiny. Just don't ever mess with me, preferably. Bunny's fools for the treachery, definitely. Those that put us in jeopardy, especially those that want to pose next to me. Nobody ain't testing me. It's the versatility that is killing them. So road, but I teach kids William. Listen to my albums, I actually write songs. And of course the bars are brilliant. We can do politics, spirituality, or real life or reality. Do this thing here with straight up vanity. Either way, nobody can battle me, much less shackle me. The maroon, one man army, an entire platoon. They're like, when he went out of breath soon. How does he do that? Is he human? Look man, it's the spirit of book man. Back in the flesh of a terrible crook man, and all won't like me. Ain't it obvious? I ain't a paedophile, no a colonist. I'm the MC you don't wanna bother with. The gauntlets thrown down, who's crossing it? That's what I thought. You could have your whole life to retort. Still won't think up the things that I thought when I was age 4. Scratched that before I was born. In the room when I was yet to be formed. Before that in the past incarnation, when I set fire to a feast plantation. Me and Sam Sharp hid in the cane fields. 2 weeks straight, totally stayed still. With nothing but a blade of scrape. Still grunt on our enemies. What a great kill. Self-defense is not violence, it's common sense. The first law of nature, self-preservation. To let people kill and abuse you, it's just self-hatred. Can you ever cheat? Why? No one ever got the freedom that way. Lies. When the oppressed say an eye for an eye. We talk this crap about the world goes blind. Just don't attack us in the first place, and everything will be just fine. In the meantime, train hard, read enough, stay sharp, and don't diss the sisters of your army. You are putting down half your army. Any revolution without the women in the middle is no revolution at all. Trust me, you could be back from all. Women were there, ready to pop through, but we have become so cowardly that rather than fight back with the attack, the only ones that ever had our back. And that is an actual fact. And I ain't saying that I ain't ever done that. I'm just saying that it's time that we done that. So don't put my name in the same sentence as real revolutionaries. I'm offended. Real revolutionaries spend their life engaged in revolutionary acts. And as cold as I am on the mic, thus far, I just rap. With that said, there is no comparison. Too cold for the way that I carry on. These vultures feed off, carry on. Come along now, carry on, carry on. Roll up, 2 for a pound. One down MCs, I want a whole sound. One your whole clique, I want a whole town. Take a stroll at the speed of sound. Who said the speed of light was the fastest thing? Never knew the speed of darkness. A black hole absorbs all light that it is, so how could light ever get past it? I studied the masters and sages, secret teachings of all of the ages. I don't know, I can't explain it, the knowledge ain't mine, no, I radiate it. It's why they write 16 lines, and I write an essay that rhymes, and I never went uni neither, but my mind works just fine. In fact, there's no need to be modest, my mind's a fine instrument. If I'm honest, and I promise that I will show you where the body's at. Burying MCs, am I like a hobby that? And MCs don't bite me, they ain't got the technique to even copy that. I think I've made my point in a manner that is more than adequate, so let's put all the boast to the side. I do know that I'm just challenging this thing. Who knows what is it? Inspiration, the source of the spirit? Not a man in the sky, but a force that animates all things that are living. Darley's brush, Akala's lyrics, some things ain't explained by the laws of physics. Cause you've been down in your life, don't mean you ever be on top of it. Cause for this force right here, there ain't one that is equal and opposite.
That was, once again,
Wow!
he does not disappoint. Like, ever. That was the bomb. I like the part that he was like, MCs don't bite my style because they ain't got the, what did he say? The technique to copy this. A lot of them probably don't have the intellect either, because you can tell he's obviously knows a lot of history. His raps are like open up a history book sometimes. But I like that. I mean that as a compliment. And of course nobody's biting his style. Who else can do this? Like, he is the best, man. This dude is super, super, super amazing. Just like my subscribers. The last video, or video before last, I had mentioned that I got up to 33 subscribers, and I was to thank you all. I was super excited. And then this morning I went and checked, and it went up to 37. So thank you, 37. I appreciate all of you. Seriously, guys. So I really do. I appreciate every last one of you. Please continue to comment and tell me videos to react to. I'll react to them, as you can see. And give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And I will see you guys for the next reaction. Bye.